What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. Oh, this is the play that we always run. We are back here in Madden 02 for the second day. I slipped up and gave you an extra 8 seconds that you didn't even earn. Campbell dropping the pass on a admittedly broken play. That's kind of hard to do. I gotta go stop going to whatever Madden wants. Let's just go on the dive, see how that works. So the first thing I'm going to do in this video, I would ask, leave a comment down below if you have any games you would like me to try. Already having tried Madden 03, I mean I could branch out. I'm already trying to play just most Nintendo 64 games. I mean the title of the series I do with the N64 is indeed every Nintendo 64 game, and I do mean that. I don't mean that figuratively, I mean literally all of them. Sorry, I'm just figuring what I'm going to try to do while I'm speaking here. Let's see what happens. Move Mr. Hilliard over. Now we got a bunch to set over here. That's a terrible idea. Let's move him back. And now, oh look what I've done. I've done nothing. Okay. I'm like, ooh, that was smart, and it really wasn't. It was nothing. But Mike Vick, you don't got to be that smart to know that this man is fast and that this man can get out of bounds and get the first. I don't even need him to get out of bounds, but I did. So that's not even a bonus. That's just something that happened. If we were trying to run out the clock, that would be a bad thing, but we're not. We got 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes to go left in the game. I keep going to. I just instinctively press B after every play. I'm gonna play some Madden 03 after this, actually. I'm not doing quite as well in this game as I did against the Cowboys, and that's because primarily, one, the Cards are a better team, just by a little bit. They're a better defense. They have a better, I guess, pass defense primarily. And our run game, while it's been doing well, it's still not great. For whatever reason, Tiki has been just having a bad year. Him and Amani Toomer both. I don't know why that happens. Why the theoretic, and by the way, we're gonna fake the punt. And I don't know why theoretically the two best players on your offense are the guys having the worst season. We've been able to pick up that slack, but it's stuff like that where he's getting contact but not going anywhere. So that's 2 failed fake punts in a row, unfortunately, which means we might have to go conservative at some point. Anyway, I don't know why my two best players, like earlier in the game, Amani Toomer was wide open in the end zone and dropped a pass. I don't know when the last touchdown pass he caught was. Seahorn making that was a user interception, by the way, even though, I mean, I'm not going to take that much credit for it, because that was definitely him in position, but I did press the little button for him to do it. So, we're just going to go out of the gates swinging here. I play entitled deep outs. However, let's see what happens when we move one man to one side. Safety's kind of flipped over to one area. We go. Oh, we ran out of time. Damn it! Delay a game. You never see it coming. The delay a game. It's always like just kind of sneaks up on you. Back from behind you. Return of the... Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Red alert. And I didn't even get to... I was trying to go no huddle there just to catch him off guard once again. Anyway, we're not going to try to do any funny shit. Nothing funny in this. This is pure, dramatic, intense football action. Downfield. Ike Hilliard can't get to it, unfortunately. There was like a very brief moment where he had to stop. I'm not doing the same play again. Jonathan, Madonna, whatever, I'm not funny. Short attack, named because everything is short except for the one attack, so everybody knows where I'm going. We'll give Amani a chance, because he will be the guy who deserves the chance. But what will likely happen is this. Ike Hilliard has a step on a man, and can't get to it. Alright. So this was a textbook example of a bad drive where I thought I could do more than I could, and you know, inaccurate throws, hurried passes, and the offense not really being open enough for that. And also, losing 5 yards on the delay a game on first down is never that good. Did I just? Oh, damn it, LeBlanc.
Interference with fair catch.
That's what fucking fun. Anyway, can I be any worse? I hate that. Okay, here's the problem. I haven't seen Friends, so anytime I try to make a reference to it, I feel stupid because it's like trying to something I haven't seen. I guess the majority of, and then the other thing is I don't care. Nobody else watches it. Oh, I just know that there's a character whose actor is portrayed by a man named Matt LeBlanc. Anyway, that was way too long of an explanation for a really bad reference I tried to make. Madalwicka. This was during the era of teams having fullbacks and using them. Who's the best fullback in the game today? Is it... I mean... Because the last fullbacks to really have an impact were... I don't even remember his name. Leach in Baltimore. And then Mike Allstott from Tampa Bay. Both of whom were good because they were good runners, but they also kind of relished the contact, and I think that's actually absolutely something you need if you want to be a good rushing fullback. And you care about gaining yards. A lot of just being a fullback today is more, even catching passes as a fullback today is. Oh damn, we almost got the interception there. They almost got the touchdown from Moore. Is that Rob? Oh god, that's Rob Moore. I think I stated that in the last video too. Rob Moore was in Tecmo's Super Bowl, so I don't think David Boston. At this point, we're gonna put the death nail on whether or not David Boston plays for the Arizona Cardinals. I think that's a no. This was by the time he had collected a really big paycheck in San Diego, and effectively stopped playing football. But he did what he did. Hey, he got his money. You know, that's just not a way to continue getting that money for years. Oh, that better not be pass interference. It wasn't. There you go, Barrow. That's how you do that. So, it's 10-7. They're going for the field goal. Absolutely not the way. We squandered a couple of chances here. And we're going... I mean, it's not a collapse. I didn't go up 10-0, so... This isn't a return of the LA collapse, but the LA home game gets too close for its own good. Has happened before. In fact, we've been tied in the fourth quarter at home before. Now, I don't want to, be too forward-thinking and say, nobody's going to score in the next 32 seconds. I could very easily have a fumble or, something that happened like that game in Minnesota. Speaking of which, on that, on the Let's Plays I do over at showmeyournews.com, the end bumper graphic, like the end bumper thing, shows videos as like if you see more. And the video used is the Minnesota game. And I'm just like, oh, he probably didn't watch that. Because that was a bad game. Like, I've been blown out in Madden before. It's one of the worst feelings because it's like, this isn't my job. I don't want to do this. I didn't buy this game to get blown out. If I lose in this game, I at least want it to be, close. Or, have something go wrong, or, a call I don't agree with, or I make the mistake. I don't want to lose by 50. Damn, Ron Dane just not doing anything here in the fourth. So we're forced to go to the pass game. Arizona could still theoretically end up 500 if they get a win here and then go undefeated throughout the rest of the season. Right now they're 5-8. We're 8-5. We could still also go 500. We're trying to avoid that, though. That would be their goal. Ours is not to get there. Okay, oh shit. Get that. Oh, Joe, you gotta get that. Yeah! There you go. There you go. See, that's what I gotta do. I gotta refer to my players by their first name. And I can't, because you feel like you have some sort of a connection with them at this point. Because I think I've been doing this since the football, since football wasn't season. I've been doing one game per week. I've done 2 in a week before, I think, once. And that was, I think, the first or second I think that was the second and third weeks of the season. I put out 2 videos a week. That was when I was in college and didn't have like a stupid ass job where I'm working. Well, it was not stupid ass because I'm fine with the job, but I have a job where I work often, typically noon to 9 p.m., which is not fodder for doing anything, which is primarily the reason why I've been so bad at getting videos up recently. However, my last day there is next Tuesday. So, fun fact, fun personal life fact. I know they never tell you to, don't talk about your personal life in videos like that, but this is an instance where I am because it does relate to the videos. Also, the other thing is that I've been taking care of my dog by myself. It has been me. I've been effectively living the life of a parent, except instead of a baby, it was a dog who just... it's been a little bit of a handful. And it's a puppy, too, so I can't just be like, no, just go lay down and you're fine. Because I don't trust him, is the thing. Right, that was a bad throw to a guy who couldn't get to it anyway. This is a key problem here. If and when we get to the playoffs, we're going to... Oh, shit. No. Oh, Tiki. Ugh. Okay. Why is it showing the first down graphic? That doesn't make sense. Is that Pat Tillman? I think it was. Come on, Tiki. So that's another Tiki Barber mistake another Tiki Barber fumble that was really costly. Is the other thing that happened in the Dallas game too. Maybe Tiki just doesn't like playing in LA. And that's it. Something happens. The air in LA just doesn't agree with his lungs or his hands or something. And the air in LA doesn't agree with really anybody's lungs, from what I understand. Why is he still our #1 running back? Ron's got more yards. Anyway. As I was saying, and now even in a more, contentious, whatever, in a more important light here, if we get to the playoffs, and we're looking at either, hopefully, I'm hoping 9-5, but if we end up at 8-6, we still have a decent chance. We just have to win in Philly. At this point, I wanted to really get the win this week. The big ones are 15 in Arizona. I believe we go San Diego next week. I think it's San Diego. It's either San Diego or like Chicago, but we play somebody next week who I felt pretty confident we were going to beat, and then the last week is Philadelphia, and that's going to be the big one. At a certain point, if we win all 3 of these games, and at this point these guys are moving. I mean, it's not, I'm not worried, but these guys are moving. That was out of bounds, I think. Yes, excellent. Okay. At a certain point, if we don't win this week, the last 2 weeks get a lot harder. Because we go 1-2 from this point, we end up, what, 9-7? And that's really relying on other teams at this point. We don't control our own destiny for the most part there. If we win this week, then we've won 9 games. If we go 2-1, we're pretty much good. I won't guarantee a playoff spot. God, that's gonna suck. Play a full season in Madden. I've never done that before. I've never played a full season in Madden where I didn't make the playoffs. I've only played like 3 or 4 full seasons in Madden, actually. Because Madden is so... the hard thing about Madden, I actually like what's happened this season, is right now I'm 8-5, so typically at this point... Oh, Strahan getting through the line! Looking like 2001 Michael Strahan. There you go. Getting down, taking down Jay Plummer. 4th and 11. Big sack on 3rd down. Michael Strahan. There you go. Host, I believe, of Good Morning America. Now, a place like Regis Philbin. Regis Philbin wasn't going to make that tackle. God damn. Anyway, that was a burst of emotion I didn't expect to hear. So here we have what's... Oh, damn, I should have called timeout a long time ago when I was waxing poetic about Mr. Strahan. So we're basically just going to see if we can get a couple big passes down the field. And then hope Peterson doesn't mess this up. I'm just going to run out with him. Because he's messed stuff up before. That's why I said that. I'm not... Oh, we only have 2 shotguns. Formations. I like all the plays in these, though. When I was using the old playbook, I was just using, like, the default Madden 2002 playbook, I think. Or something like that. Or it was, like, the... It's not... It wasn't the, whoever the quarterback... Oh, sorry, not the coach. Sorry, the coach. Amani! Making the catch. My God. He's doing it. He lived up. He did it. I'm going to take back the words I was trying to say for like 3 straight quarters. Where I was, or like at least since the last time I had the ball, since before Tiki fumbled in the last one, it's going to be very okay. Yeah, I should have just thrown that one away. I was going to try to heave that to Hilliard and to see if he could come back and get it. Because at this point I don't need a touchdown, I need a field goal, and I have a kicker who theoretically can do it. I just need to know that my thumb is steady enough to do it, because I've had such awful luck with the kick meter in this game. Oops, I made that. But, okay, no, this is not in Anderson's range, is the problem. Deep outs here. Oh, shit, 3rd and 10? Okay, that's right. I forgot that first play was totally broken. Anyway, Toomer, get it. Okay. Damn, I was trying to get that to him right when he would have broken off. So this is like a 50-some yard field goal for like a 40-year-old man. Here we go. This is not, I don't have that much confidence in this. If that does go, that's going to just land. Ooh. So, hopefully we're going to overtime. I could have managed that one so much better. Okay, well, I just got to go find prevent. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Regardless if it's what you're supposed to, you know, quote-unquote, supposed to do, because people can bring up, you know, Marty Schottenheimer would do it all the time and fail, so. So it looks like we might be going to overtime, barring a miracle from the cards here. That was a good breakup. Really one big gain here, and we're not fucked, but it's them only having to make a field goal and them having a good field goal kicker in Bill Gramatica and a healthy, not over party Bill Gramatica. That's a big deal. Okay, so 3rd and 10. They got 7 seconds. What happens if I end? No, I'm not going to end up with the ball again, I don't think, because this play will probably take 3 seconds. And, oh, okay, it'll be a catch in bounds, too. Yeah, so they'll just let clock run out. I'm okay with that. And it's 10-10 at the end of the 4th quarter. So this is crucial. Who's going to get the coin toss? They win it. Okay. This presents a difficult situation for Los Angeles. Is there heavy wind? Not really, and it's not really facing any direction. Who's somebody picked with the wind one time? Was it Marty Morningweg? Was it Jim Zorn? It was somebody who was not, coaching by the end of the season, I think. I think it was Morningweg in Dallas or Detroit, yeah. They picked with the wind, and they believe it or not, they lost the game. It's not something, when you get the opportunity to go offense first, you want to go offense first. So the dime actually was working for us there. Maybe not. Let's just see what going prevent here does for us. I know prevent is pretty much exclusively a late game thing, but if we have people, in the box, because we have a linebacker there. Granted, he's going backwards. We did not account for the wheel route from Thomas Jones. I could go talk about more NFL history if you want. I would love to be like a historian for something like this. People can come to you and ask, like, How good really was Greg Cannell? And I could be like, oh, you don't know? Well, he was a okay player. The epitome of okay. So we're going to stop going, maybe we should blitz or something. Granted, that wasn't out of the, that was a mistake with me not catching, or with me not picking a play. God, we have to get a stop here, because the closer they get to about the 40-yard line, the more and more worried I am. So we got to get a fumble or something, or a stop. Damn, oh, he's going to drag a couple of guys. Things not looking good. And in instances like this where you can kind of see the guillotine falling, that's a terrible feeling. Where it's like, there's nothing I can do. There's an instance wherein I played a playoff game with, in Madden 03, I was the Jets, and we were playing the Chargers. I think we were either tied or up by 2 with like 2.5 minutes to go. They got the ball back at their own 20-yard line. It just felt like no matter what play I called, no matter what defense I was using, no matter if I blitzed or whatever, there was no way I was going to stop the Chargers from winning that game. And they ended up just driving down to like the 5-yard line and kicking an easy field goal. If we end up with a tie, I don't know what I'm going to do. 3rd and 4. This is a big 3rd and 4. Oh, no. Oh, nah. Okay. I'm like genuinely getting into it. I'm not as disinterested as I was a couple of weeks ago when I was losing my 40 points. Losing my 40 points sucks, and being in it at the end of the game at least is going to be more of a heartbreak. I mean, heartbreak implies that there was hope at some point. Losing by 30 is like there was never any hope to begin with. And there really wasn't in that game. So, what happens if we get them, if we get them to a 4th down situation where they have to punt? Or, I mean, I guess they would kick a field goal. They would at least attempt one. They might not make it. Ooh, at this distance, maybe. You don't know. With Bill Grammatica, I'm guessing they're going to go for it here. Why? I'm not going to go dime. I'm going to go nickel, get somewhere where I can blow. Oh, God, I'm rushing 7 here. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have been going more, hey, there's an interception. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright, I like where this is going. There we go. That's how you end a game, ladies and gentlemen. 74 yards, Sam Guards on the interception to end the game in Los Angeles. Life win. Life win. Over the Cardinals. That's how you do that. That was either going to be a touchdown for the LA Life or a touchdown for the Arizona Cardinals, and it went in my favor. That is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen, in overtime. 16-10, end of the game. We advance to 9-5 on the season. Our first winning streak, really, of the season over 2 games. We're 3 games in a row, and it's coming at the perfect time. The team's starting to gel together right before the playoffs. I'm pretty confident about our playoff chances. Here we go, I believe, to San Diego next week. That's just a crazy-ass way for... Not a crazy-ass way, but just a good way for a game to end. Overtime pick 6. That's just great. Play of the week, undeniably. That's going to go on the end of the season highlight reel that I inevitably make. We go home against Seattle. That's right. Okay, Seattle's not that great. And then the final week of the season, I was right about it being an AFC West team because that was the AFC West at that point. We travel to Philadelphia to see if we continue our trend of losing at home to one team in division and then beating them at their stadium. We've done that with every team outside of the Arizona Cardinals. So that's how that ends. We'll just go ahead and go look at some standings right here. An X by the name means they have clinched a playoff berth. So, okay, let's go to the NFC where it actually counts here. Jets atop the AFC at 9-5. That's not looking great for the division, so they might have somebody at 8-8. in the playoffs, looking like the Chiefs, Dolphins, Steelers, even Broncos still in it as it appears. You know, the Ravens and Browns even. Wow. The only team really out of it completely, I assume, are the San Diego Chargers. Because at this point, outside of, you know, New York and Indianapolis, everybody could theoretically finish 500 in the AFC. What a messed up division. The New England Patriots! Look at them. They were cellar dwellers a couple of weeks ago. And here they are, 7-8. In the thick of it. We'll go to the NFC, though, where it really counts for us. And particularly the NFC East. Playoff standings, well, there's no playoff standings. We're 9-5, so we haven't clinched a playoff berth, but with a win next week, we will effectively have clinched one. And even if we don't, I don't think it's going to need that much help from anybody. Because the worst we can finish is 9-7. And a lot of these teams can also finish 9-7. Best we can finish is 11-5, which could theoretically still be the best record in the conference. If the season ended today, we'd be a 4 seed, taking on it would be a home game probably against the Vikings, which would be a chance for some revenge. You know, that'd be good after getting destroyed by them, because the Bears would inevitably end up moving to that 3rd spot, being a division champ. Saints winning the West, and the Eagles winning the East. Eagles have not clinched the division or home field advantage. They're the only team, I believe, in the NFL to have clinched a playoff berth. So if we beat them, we could theoretically, now depending on what they do, because they could finish 12-4. Well, no, if we beat them, the best we could finish is both 11-5, and I think, just depending on how it goes, depending on the tiebreaker, we could still feasibly, if we win out, we would win the division. Yeah, you know, that's fuzzy math, but I believe that's what happens. We got a 3-game win streak going for us. I don't know who else has a better win streak. The New England Patriots coming back. Is that I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if that's a Brady team. I highly doubt that. No, okay, it's looking like a Bledsoe team. I don't think Tom Brady's come off the bench. That would be really funny if that's what ended up happening. I do want to see how. Let's just go take a look in Atlanta. Kerry Collins, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I have a feeling most of that carried over from LA, though. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we'll just go ahead and leave it here. Michael Vick with an overall 96.7 passer rating. Not too bad. That's better than a lot of guys. Better than Mark Brunell. He's good. Better than Brett Favre. He's good. Almost as good as Kurt Warner. He's also good. Oh, God, look at Jeff Lewis there. Is he wearing eyeglasses? Come on, Jeff. Chris Wenke. Like a 30-year-old rookie. Heisman winner. Cover boy of NCAA football 2002. Got 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 44% completion rate, as long as 80. Tiki still leads the team in rushing yards. Mike Vick and Ron Dane combined for most rushing touchdowns. I'm just going through here, just kind of. Amani Toomer does have 7 touchdowns this season. Wow, I thought he was close to 0. No, he's leading the team, tied for the lead with Ike. And of course, Jervis just has 1. I remember that. Tiki doesn't have any. Ron Dane has 1. Ron Dixon has 2. Camilla has 1 in terms of touchdowns. So, hey, our number 1 guy is still our number 1 guy as it goes. That's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again.